Meanwhile, police are investigating a deadly crash in Paso Robles involving a pedestrian at 21st and Spring Streets. KSBY News reporter Molly Casey is live at that scene. Molly, what's going on now?
Well, Richard, around 12:40 this afternoon, a 69-year-old male was hit here at the intersection of 21st Street and Spring Street, which closed the area for about 3.5 hours. Now, residents that I spoke to said that the red Tacoma truck, which happened to hit the man, stopped shortly after actually striking him. Now, the man looked as though he was walking his dog across the street when he was struck. The driver of the car that struck that individual is identified as 75-year-old Templeton resident Federico Vargas. He's cooperating with police who say that drugs and alcohol do not appear to have been a factor. Witnesses I spoke with said the man was knocked out of his shoes and his hat by the accident.
Knocked out of his shoes, his hat and his shoes were right there near the crosswalk, maybe a little bit before the crosswalk. He was quite a distance up too, it looked like he flew, the impact pushed him.
Officers and personnel from the ambulance and fire department did attempt to render first aid for the victim in the roadway. However, he was pronounced deceased at the scene from injuries sustained in the traffic collision.
Angela's son happens to work at the Smart & Final, and she said that then when they were reviewing the footage of the accident through the Smart & Final security footage, it shows that the truck was traveling at the speed limit and did stop after the accident occurred. Lieutenant Murphy said the dog involved was taken by SLO County Animal Services with injuries. Now, Lieutenant Murphy also wants to remind all pedestrians and all drivers to pay attention when going through areas like this. And you can see that the flashing lights behind me do signify that someone might be crossing the street, but he said that doesn't necessarily mean a car is going to stop. Live in Paso Robles, Molly Casey, KSBY News.
All right, thank you, Molly. The 69-year-old victim has not been identified pending notification of relatives.